All right, doing this review for Nim's Island, which nobody saw but me.
That sounds like a video game.
Isn't this the sequel to Secret of Nim? Something to do with that?
I mean, it does sound like some old like elf running around doing some stupid shit, but it's not that.
We call that an RPG, asshole.
No, you call it that. I don't call it shit because I ain't messing with that. But no, I mean, really, I know you, Carlisle, said you're sorry you didn't get to see this.
Yeah,
this
no,
morning.
I really was looking forward to it because it reminded me of that old 1984 classic Cloak and Dagger. You know, the one with Dabney Coleman playing Jack Black and young Henry Thomas, fresh off of E.T., running around in a spy plot with his imaginary friend. And this reminded me of that. I had shades of that, and I'm like, hey, this could be that kind of movie for this generation.
No, it's been a long time, but I seem to remember liking Cloak and Dagger.
I like Cloak and Dagger too, which is why I had hopes.
And hope be gone with you because this is not what that is. I mean, I wish there had been some Cloak and Dagger shit going on with this, but it's not that at all. What this is about, you had this little girl named Nim, and which is the name for it.
Is that short for something?
The National Institute of Mental Health is what
Right.
But in this movie, it's apparently a little girl. So who the hell thought to name her Nim? I don't know. Somebody who's a big fan of The Secret of Nim or some shit. But she's
what's your last name? Rod.
But
she's A-Rod's son.
But no, this chick, man, she's living on this island with her dad. Her dad's a scientist. Apparently, they live in paradise, so they don't want anybody to know about this island. So Gerard Butler plays her dad, and
this is madness.
Abigail Breslin.
This is Nim's Island.
So throws a girl into a volcano.
Lots of slow motion shots.
Yeah, exactly.
He's making breakfast, slowly.
While the crimson sky goes by in fast motion.
It's funny because that'd probably be more exciting than this movie right here because
okay, so her dad's a scientist.
No, his dad's a scientist, and Abigail Breslin, the girl who's from
Little Miss
Sunshine, is in this. So they're on this island together. Dad decides to go out one day and do some research. And now they live on this island. And they want nobody to bother them, except they never accounted for the time that they would probably need some help. So he goes out with his little satellite boat and he says, I'll call you later, baby, when I find what I'm looking for. Of course, he gets out there. A storm comes through, wipes out his little rinky-dink satellite system.
Oh, whatever.
So
you've used this same excuse to get rid of a woman before. I've seen it happen.
Yes,
daughter. Come on, he's on an island.
His daughter.
Not my daughter. Come on.
He's a scientist. You build a radio out of coconuts.
Yeah, Swiss Family Robinson. Come on. What
exactly. He's some Gilligan's Island shit going on here. But so he's out there at sea. Sharks are just waiting on his ass to drop. Meanwhile, she's on this island stuck with nothing but a sea lion and a lizard that's half animatronic, half CG.
But it doesn't talk though, right?
It says,
wait a minute. Wait,
is this a Disney movie?
That's what it's like.
I mean, is this something like the dad built? Or are you just saying this is what they use for the movie?
I've never seen a lizard that made that sound. Like a sound like it knows what you're talking about. Like you walking out the house one day, good morning, Mr. Lizard. But she has this one. She has this lizard.
But it's a good thing we have such a highly educated person like Korey to tell us what does and doesn't exist in a movie.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Anyway,
so continuing on. So she's stuck there by herself. Fortunately, because they don't have any help, she's been able to make contact with this writer who writes these books that she's a big fan of, Alex Rover.
Wait. She's on an island. You said there's already technology problems. How'd she contact the writer?
Solar power.
Okay. Solar-powered internet.
In a storm.
No, she's on an island without storm. Apparently the storm selectively found the dad.
Okay. Don't you still have to have phone lines or something?
Please, I don't know. For all I know, she could be the professor from Gilligan's Island. I don't know.
That's the secret of Nim's Island.
Are you actually going to ask Korey logic questions?
See, this is the point where you look over this and you say, this is what I was going to bring up earlier. Like one of the many things in this movie that you want to know how this happened, but they don't bother to explain. So the girl still has internet somehow. The dad's a genius. I don't know.
But apparently she has a lesbian hot button.
And that's who Jodie Foster is, because she thinks that now her favorite books are based on this Indiana Jones type character, Alex Rover. And she thinks that Alex Rover is like a manly man writing these. Like Alex Rover is actually writing the books. She doesn't know. It's like, some pseudo lesbian chick who lives in Chicago.
She thinks some big strapping man is going to come and
rescue her.
And rescue her on the island. And really, it's this big butch lesbian.
All she gets is the 50-year-old dyke. Okay.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Now you gotta do that. Exactly.
That's going too far.
But she is a lesbian. What do you want from me?
But she's not 50 yet.
Yeah, she's not 50. Yeah.
Almost 50.
And dyke, really?
That's actually lesbians use that word. So.
But you're not a lesbian.
Yeah, you're not.
I am a lesbian.
Hey, if anybody in this room likes the pussy,
I haven't turned you over, bothered to strip you down, so I don't know. Maybe
Which, you know, that's true. If I was a woman, you would have done that by now.
Exactly. So if I ain't, something's wrong there. But so she contacts this writer who's played by Jodie Foster. Now, Jodie Foster is agoraphobic.
Agoraphobic.
Yeah,
Agoraphobic.
she does agoraphobic. She doesn't want to leave the house. She's nervous about everything. She like orders crates of hand sanitizer. She eats Progresso soup all the time. And she sits around and talks to her imaginary friend who is this creation, Alex Rover. So while she's getting no saying, like, fuck this little girl. I ain't going to save her. I can't leave the house. I ain't got no hand sanitizer. Alex Rover comes in. He's like, come on, bitch. Quit being so crazy. Now, this little girl needs your help. Pack up and let's go on an adventure. This is your time.
Is Alex Rover played by Mr. T?
Yeah.
'Cause that would be awesome.
What you looking at, bitch? Get your clothes on. Get out of the house.
You just see
Preach your school.
Yeah.
Stay in milk.
Yeah, exactly. Drink your milk, eat your soup, put your clothes on, get out the house.
her hallucination is telling her stop being so crazy. Is that
No,
what you're saying?
it actually, this is the crazy part. Her creation, Alex Rover, just happens to look like Gerard Butler.
Oh my God.
Well,
Abigail
why not?
Breslin's dad.
You would expect it to look like Lily Tomlin or something like that. In this case, you know, Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, exactly. Put your clothes on. But no, it's so you can see it. This movie is not anything we'd be interested in at all.
Well, it's a kid's movie.
Well, it's a kids movie, but it's not even that good of a kids movie. It's very goofy. It's very silly. And I described to you guys even before we started recording that I used to do these church lock-ins where we would all have to watch these movies that the dumb adults would rent for us because they didn't understand us at all. And this is one of those movies. In a few years, some 14-year-old kids are going to be waiting for them to bring in like 300 or something. They're going to be like, nope, we got Nim's Island. People are going to be, oh, fuck. Not that movie. So if you're like 8 years old, you can forget all these illogical things in this movie and say, okay, this is entertaining. If you're 10 years old, you need to leave that shit alone.
It's that bad. 10-year-olds will go, this is illogical.
I just have this image of young 14-year-old Korey sitting in a lock-in. So what'd you get? Well, I'll give you a hint. It stars Gerard Butler. You got 300? Almost.
No, that would be my mom. That's how we would describe it. Man, we want that movie with Gerard Butler kicking ass. And my mom would be like, give me a movie with Gerard Butler. Oh, we have Nim's Island, man. She bring it home and be like, bitch, get this shit on out of here.
Or what was that movie that just came out that you and Edie went and saw? The
Water Horse?
the Gerard Butler movie with where he dies.
P.S. I
Oh,
love you.
P.S. I love
Yes,
you.
I love you. That's what Mom would come home with. You wanted that.
Yeah.
You said you wanted that movie where Gerard Butler was getting some ass.
Apparently, if Gerard Butler ain't walking around looking all gay and oiled up and with a big hairy beard, the movie ain't no good.
Let's hope we don't go through like one of those uncle-nephew switching movies anytime soon.
Yeah, exactly. It really is something that it's a throwaway film. This is something they could have released on DVD had they not had the names that they had in the movie. And that's the only reason why it's getting a big release.
Is there any, when you look at it, is there any reason you can find for Jodie Foster to have done this movie?
She fought to be in it. She made a big deal about being in this movie, actually, because they didn't want to get her. She hasn't been in a kids movie since Freaky Friday,
since Freaky
when
Friday.
she was a kid herself. And she apparently really wanted to do a children's film. And I don't know why she suddenly focused all her effort on this one if it's as mediocre as you say.
I wonder if this was based on a book. Because I don't know nothing about the movie. And if it's a beloved children's book, then maybe she's saying, wow, this is a popular book. I want to be in it.
The one thing I can say is that in recent years, Jodie Foster has done films in which the films are like everybody wants to do this film at first, and Jodie Foster gets in it, and then she starts making changes. Remember Flight Plan?
Well, she made changes on this, then they would change it. Maybe whatever was good in it, maybe she made it better. They actually have a scene in this. This is to tell you how silly the movie is. She needs to get people off the island because they have tourists who show up. So
Wait, if people are showing up, why can't she go home with one of the people?
Because she doesn't want to. She's waiting for her dad to come back. She loves this island so much she doesn't want to leave.
Natural selection.
So yeah, these people need to die. Apparently, one of them's going to break their leg. The other's going to get killed trying to find the other one. But they don't want to leave. So anyway, this cruise ship, they discover this island. They're like, hey, we told everybody we'd find this undiscovered island, and we promised. Here it is. And so they come there, and she's like, she's talking to a lizard. We got to fight back. So what does she do? She tells the lizard, call your friends. And all the lizards come out the forest. And then she commences to putting them all on slingshots.
What?
Flinging them across the island.
You got to be shitting.
And then it turns to black and goes.
And then the lizards, and then it turns into an animal attack movie. All the lizards start eating the people alive. No, the lizards start attacking. Of course, they fight back. And none of these lizards get killed or splattered on the way there.
These intimidating iguana island.
Yeah. All the lizards come back kind of like, So I mean, it really is.
The children of the 50-foot Gila monster. Is that?
Yeah, right.
A 50-foot Gila monster would have made this so much better. So you guys get what I'm saying. If you're 8 years old, or if you're a retarded 14-year-old, then yeah. Okay.
So in other words, if you watch our site.
Yeah, if a
there you go.
If a retarded 16-year-old, that's too much. I just don't understand why the lizards would do that.
Yeah, that kid would be the one to say, "My lizard doesn't talk to me." I tried.
That's the one I want to see because that's the one that's going to go and get the slingshot.
Yeah, that's the one that's gonna the lizard's gonna be like, "No, man, you retarded motherfucker! No, you're flying."
I'm sure.
Go tell your friends.
That's the Rosie O'Donnell action here.
Actually, this would have been really cool had it been like a mentally ill patient, like Jodie Foster, or a retarded kid or something. All this was going on in their head.
Oh, it's like St. Elsewhere.
Yes, yeah, say, and the real villain would be Child Protective Services.
Oh, and that's like you could change the name from NIM to some sort of acronym for Child Protective Services thing, and then that's the big mystery there at the end.
Yeah, some crazy kid, some just slobbering on himself with lizards crawling all over him. My friends. So anyway,
yeah, really poisonous tree frogs.
Yeah, exactly. He's dying. He's hallucinating while he's going out. But so
yeah, or it could be a tree frog. The whole thing happens in that second before she dies.
Yeah. So I give this totally a rental. So
man, you won't give us some old bullshit to nothing these days.
I know. You know what it is? Recording with Edie.
That's
what it
right.
is.
Starting to rub off.
No, there's something I gave bullshit to not too long ago.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Meet the Spartans. It was something
Well,
after
it was
that.
still not enough.
Okay.
I mean, everything you say about this movie, I don't see how it doesn't qualify for some old bullshit.
Doesn't qualify for doesn't qualify for rental.
And it took two people to direct this movie too.
Two?
Two people directed this shit. But no, it's really you'd have to be there and see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cat in the Hat. That's a terrible kids movie.
Yeah.
This is not that. This is just
Ella
bland.
Enchanted. Ugh.
I love Ella Enchanted.
I hate that fucking movie.
I don't. That movie's not made for you. What do you hate about
It's
it?
not, so it's made for 42-year-old bald men?
Why you got to pick on